Willis Tower right there. The Willis Tower.
Saved all of my trophies and my game stops from my old teams.
Man, what's good, YouTube? This your boy Jorrell here. Holding it down for Jorrellfitness. You already know it's time to grow, bro. Anyway, I'm at work right now, man. As soon as I get off work, I'm gonna go ahead and do that Q&A video that I promised you guys. So stay tuned for the rest of this video. All right, y'all.
What's up, y'all? I'm at the crib right now. Got off of work, so home sweet home. In the garage right now, alright, y'all? So anyway, let's go ahead and get this video started. Y'all, give me a few minutes, man. I'm eating on a little healthy sloppy Joe. You know, y'all probably saw one of my old videos, you know, when I was making this shit. Here's a link right here if y'all want to check it out. You know, healthy sloppy Joe. It's basically just sloppy Joe, but you're just making it with a real lean cut of beef, you know, ground beef, or if you want to use ground turkey, you can use that. So, and I got a slice of fat-free cheese on here. I already ate the other one. I had 2 of them, so I'm gonna eat this up, then I'm gonna get right with y'all. Like, give me 5 minutes. All right, y'all, let's do this shit, man. Okay, so let's go ahead with the first question. All right, here we go. All right, this is from my boy. I can't pronounce your first name, man, so I'm gonna just say Rico. All right, Rico, what's going on, big homie? So your question is, would you ever train with one of your subscribers? I'm over here on the north side of Chicago. It'll be real cool to get a workout in. To answer that question, big homie, man, I don't mind training with subscribers, man, but right now it's like my time is kind of crazy, you know, because you know I train with Gary, that's my training partner, and like I said, it's kind of hard to coordinate our workouts together because something always comes up between my wife and my son. It's just kind of hard to actually go ahead and set up a day at the gym where I could train with a subscriber, you know what I'm saying? Because we pretty much come at different times. Like every time we go to the gym, it's not the same time, so it's kind of hard to really designate a specified time. So, you know, maybe down the line I'll try to hook something like that up for me to train with some subscribers, but for right now, you know, it's not looking too good. But maybe down the line I'll try to look into maybe making something like that happen. All right, man. All right, y'all, so here's the next question coming from my boy Damien, and his question is, how long should a bulk last? This is a great question, man. For anybody that's out there bulking right now, that's probably one of the main questions that kind of plagues somebody's mind when they're trying to bulk, because they're like, you know, I don't want to bulk too long because I don't want to get too fat, and all type of shit is running through your mind, okay? Because you really don't know, you know. So my personal advice on this would be, I think it all depends on your goal, okay? If your goal is to reach 215 pounds, 200 pounds, 190 pounds, depending on how much you weigh, I really don't think that it matters how long it takes. However long it takes for you to reach your goal, that's how long you should bulk. As soon as you reach your goal, you should stop bulking. You should maintain for like for maybe just a few months or something like that, like, you know, like 2 months or something like that, just to hold on to some of that new muscle. And then after that, go ahead and cut. You know, even if you only maintain for 1 month after you reach your goal, that'll be just fine. And then go ahead and go into your cut. Like for me, you guys already know, I've probably been bulking since last year in November. So I've been bulking now for like a total of like 8 to 9 months. And like I say, I started my bulk at 169 pounds. And my goal is pretty much like 200 pounds at this point. So I haven't reached 200 pounds, but I'm very, very close. And as soon as I reach 200 pounds, I'm going to go ahead and maintain for about like 2 months or something like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to cut down. And I'm going to see how I look. As I'm losing weight, I'm going to make sure I look at myself in the mirror and see how everything's going. And definitely, I'm very, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how my abs are going to come in during this next cut that I'm going to do after this bulk, to see if I've actually added some of that bulkiness to my abs that I've been looking for. But I hope that answered your question, man. But I think that you should bulk for as long as it takes. I recommend that anybody that's really serious about bulking should bulk for about, at a minimum of about 8 months, okay? 7 to 8 months, you know what I'm saying? Don't really get too concerned with how you look, because a lot of people are afraid of gaining that body fat that comes along with the territory when you're bulking. But don't pay attention to that. You got to look at the big picture down the road. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting fat. You know what I'm saying? You can look at a lot of different other YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Chris Jones, Vince, everybody getting fat when they bulking, but definitely when you cut, it all pays off, okay? So that's my advice for that one. All right, next question comes from JM. And his question is, do you ever take a week off from training to allow your body to recover? I definitely recommend that everybody that trains in the gym seriously on a week-to-week basis, I'm talking about they train every single week and they stick to their program, you should definitely take a week of rest off. Now, if you're somebody that's slacking and you're macking and slipping and you're pimping when it comes to the gym and you skipping workouts and shit like that, don't take no rest week off, man. You got to stay consistent. I believe that the only reason you should give yourself a week off is if you're being consistent in the gym. I mean, you're hitting each and every one of your workouts and you're making some good gains. Then go ahead and give yourself a rest. You know what I'm saying? But even if you're doing that shit, fuck all that. We ain't even gonna talk about motherfuckers that slip. We talking about everybody that's dedicated, that's doing all of their workouts every single week. Dedicated the way they supposed to do it. Yes, go ahead and take yourself a week off. Let your central nervous system rest. Let your muscles recover. Let your mind rest, because it can be very stressful trying to make sure that you go to the gym and hit all your workouts every single week. So I haven't taken myself a rest week in a long time, but maybe in the next few weeks I'll go ahead and do that. Or if anything, I'll go ahead and probably do like a deload week. I've never done one of those before. You know what I'm saying? But I might try that out for the first time. Maybe I have like a little deload, or I might just say, fuck a deload. I'm just going to recover. All right, man. The next question comes from Ben. And his question is, what's your thought on carb backloading? All right, Ben. To answer your question, man, to be truly honest with you, big homie, I really don't know too much about carb backloading. The only thing that I know about it is what I've heard from Jonathan over at Low Budget Lean Muscle and the Hodge twins when they were talking about it. And they actually learned about it from Jonathan over at Low Budget Lean Muscle. I always fuck his shit up. I don't know why. This is a long ass channel name. It's just, anyway, you know, I still fuck with you though. Anyway, man, but that's all I've ever heard about it. So I really don't know too much about it. All I know is that I think it's something about you don't eat any carbs in the morning when you wake up for like 2 hours, and then you work out, and then after you work out, I think you wake up, you don't eat anything for 2 hours, and then your first meal consists of protein, and then I think after you work out, you eat like carbs. I don't know. It's too complicated for me, to be truly honest with you. I think that everybody should just, especially somebody that's just starting out, I think that you should just keep it basic. I have, shredded body fat just by just doing everything that everybody else does. Just the basics, which is eat at a caloric deficit, cut your carbs down. If anything, I would just say cut your carbs down. When I was cutting, I had my carbs all the way down to like 150 grams of carbs a day, okay? And then on the days that I would work out, I would probably add like a few extra carbs in there, like maybe like an extra 50 carbs. I'll have like 200 carbs on the days that I worked out. But other than that, I would just have 150 grams of carbs on the days that I didn't work out, okay? So I was losing body fat, so I just want to keep everything basic. I think that when you start getting into, stuff like carb backloading and intermittent fasting, it kind of complicates things for like the average dude. You know what I'm saying? The average female or guy or whatever like that. So that's to answer that question. That's pretty much what I had to say. All right, man. All right, now this next question is from Bazi, and his question is flat versus incline bench press. If you could only use one of the two, which one would you choose and why? Damn! You putting the motherfucker on the spot, fam. Alright, man. This is a great question, man. I like questions like this. This is pretty good, man. This is crazy. Alright, man. This is like one of those questions like somebody asked you, like, man, if you was trapped on a deserted island, what female would you want to be with? Beyonce or Kim Kardashian or some shit like that? Alright, man. Anyway, man. Okay, I would have to say, man, you know what? This is a hard question, but I would definitely have to say flat bench press, man. Flat bench press has been around for a very long time. It's pretty much like the mecca of all chest exercises. So I would definitely have to say flat bench presses, The only reason why I don't say incline bench press is because when you're doing inclines, it hits a lot of your front delts, okay? So it's kind of like a shoulder exercise along with your upper chest, you know what I'm saying? So I believe that, you know, incline is good if you're just trying to work your upper chest and like those front delts. But if you're just trying to hit overall chest, definitely flat bench press would definitely help you, okay, man? So if I had to choose one, which I would hate to have to choose, but if I had to pick one, it would definitely be flat bench press. All right, man. All right, y'all. This next question comes from Jeremy, and his question is, how long does it take? Hold on. It says, how long does it generally take to develop a starting natural muscular foundation where a muscle does not have to be flexed to be seen? All right, so that's a great question, man. And I would have to say, Jeremy, that it all depends on the individual, man. Everybody's different. Everybody has different body genetics. Everybody has different body types, so it all depends. But I would say for the average guy that's hitting the gym, or female or whatever like that, I'm just talking about guys right now in general, but I would have to say train for at least 1 year. It wasn't until I was training for about 1 year that I started seeing significant muscle, you know, fullness and roundness where it would actually be able to show without me flexing, okay? So that's what I would say. Sometimes it may take somebody, like when you first start training, your muscles haven't been worked, so a lot of people kind of get that extra pump where their muscles look more rounder and bigger, and you kind of have that muscular look to your body. But I would have to say, to be truly honest with you, it will probably take you about like 1 year, okay? I've been training now for almost 2 years, and I believe after that first year, that's when I can really start seeing a big difference when it came to my physique, okay, man? Next question comes from Ashton, and his question is, have you ever had a broken bone in your body? No, I have never broken a bone in my body. I've never, you know, I guess you mean like if I've ever broken a bone, like while I was lifting, I was training in the gym or anything like that, you know, something like that. But no, I've never broken a bone in my body, never had a cast on my shit, none of that. You know what I'm saying? The most I've ever gotten close to breaking a bone in my body was I probably sprained my ankle or something like that, but I didn't break my shit. All right, man. Now the next question comes from Chico. You know, his question is, how the hell can you burn that lower gut and muffin top fat? That's the hardest fat to burn off. I'm doing my HIIT cardio and weight training, no doubt. Body looking pretty good, but that area is still holding on. What can be done? All right, man. So if you're doing all of your training like you're supposed to be doing, and weight training, and you're doing your HIIT cardio, I would definitely say that you probably have to look closer at your diet. Okay, because when it comes to your abs are built in the gym and they are revealed in the kitchen. So you have to remember that, you know what I'm saying? So if you're having problems losing body fat, you have to definitely take a very deep look at your diet, because you may be consuming too many carbs. I don't know if you're counting your macros, but you might go ahead, and if you have an iPhone, or I think Android phones can download the MyFitnessPal app, but you might have to start counting your macros, and you know, you might have to increase your protein intake, and you might have to decrease the amount of carbs that you're eating every day, along with your fat as well. So make sure that you're eating at a caloric deficit. I would say to keep training hard in the gym. Make sure that you keep the rest periods in between each one of your sets when you're doing your weight training down to about 60 to 90 seconds, okay, of rest in between. Sometimes even lower than that, depends on what you're doing, okay, what type of exercises that you're doing. But just make sure that you kind of shorten those rest periods. And what I used to do is, when I used to go to the gym, when I was trying to, you know, get ripped up and everything and lose body fat, I would just kind of set like a time limit for myself to be in the gym as a whole. I would say, when I go in the gym today, I'm going to be in and out this bitch in 45 minutes. I know it usually takes me an hour, but I'm going to go ahead and try to speed my shit up by 15 minutes. And that way I was able to cut down the rest periods in between each set to keep my heart rate elevated so I can make sure that I burned a lot of calories and I burnt a lot of body fat, okay, man? So make sure you go ahead and look at your diet, cut your carbs down, cut your carbs all the way down to about 150 grams of carbs a day, increase your protein intake, you know, monitor your fat. Just make sure you get those calories down. Take a very close look at your diet. That's the only advice I can really give you. All right, man. So I hope that'll help you out. All right, so this is the last question right here. So this comes again from my boy Damien, and his question is your thought on weight gainers. This is a great question, man. So anyway, man, my thought on weight gainers is this: I don't fuck with them, man. I do not fuck with weight gainers. I believe that weight gainers are they worthless. You know what I'm saying? They probably work for some people, but you can make your own weight gainer. Okay, me, the way I used to make my own weight gainer was I did the same shit that I kind of do right now from time to time. I don't do it as much, but go ahead and buy your own damn protein. You can go ahead and buy yourself a whey protein isolate or regular just concentrate protein powder. Go out and buy yourself some Carbo Gain, which ain't nothing but multidextrin, and mix that shit together with some milk and some water or whatever the case may be, and you got a weight gainer right there. You got about 600 calories just for that one shake right there, okay? So like I said, that's all a weight gainer is. I find that a lot of the weight gainers have a lot of sugar in them. You know, it just seems like, and it doesn't have a lot of servings, and they're kind of expensive. Some of them are cheap, but they probably have like shit quality protein inside of them. So I can't really recommend you any real good weight gainers out there, but from what I've heard from people over the years of just looking into bodybuilding is that weight gainers, you're better off just making your own weight gainer at home. It'll probably be less expensive, and it'll be more beneficial to you because you can add like better carbs in them. If you make your own weight gainer, you can add in bananas. You don't just have to use whatever they put up in there for carbs, because sometimes they put all type of fillers and all type of shit up in those weight gainers. So it depends if you find a good quality weight gainer. I think Big Play Ray, shout out to Big Play Ray, man. I fucks with him, down there in Atlanta. I think he takes one of those weight gainers made by Optimum Nutrition, and it seems like he really likes it. So maybe you could go ahead and check his channel out, find out a little bit more about it. But I forgot the name of it. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen or something like that. But go check him out, check his channel out, because I think he really likes that weight gainer. But for me personally, I don't take weight gainers, and if I do take them, I just make them at home with my own blender and mix all the shit up in it that I need to increase the calorie intake. Okay, so anyway, man, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed this Q&A video. I hope it helped everybody out. I look forward to doing more of these in the future. So if you like this video, go ahead and like it, comment, and subscribe to your boy Jorrell here at Jorrellfitness. And like I said in the beginning, y'all already know it's time to grow, bro. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Pieces. Deuces. I'm out, man. I'm tired.